Hi, welcome to Gemini Star Spiritual Wellness. Thank you for joining me today. I'm excited that you're here with me for this video. So in today's video, we're going to be doing the mid-month energy tarot card reading for the middle of January. It's going to cover the 15th through the 31st of 2026 of January, and that is for everybody. So it's for the whole collective. So let's see what's coming up for the rest of this month of January 2026 for the second half. Let's see what's going on for everybody. So as usual, take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. And hit that like button so this will go out to other people that need to see the information. And hit subscribe so that you get future videos that I put out if you're not already a subscriber. And I am thankful for all my subscribers. Thank you for joining the channel and supporting the channel. So let's see what's going on for the entire collective. So what is the energy for the collective for second half of January, January 15th through 31st, 2026? 15th through 31, 2026. All right, let's see what's going on. All right, so we've got the Eight of Wands, the Three of Swords, Page of Swords. Okay, Five of Cups, the Sun. I'll move my cards up a little bit so everything fits on here. Knight of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So coming into the middle of the month of January, it looks like we're dealing with some people talking behind our back, gossip, innuendo type stuff going on. And that's in a past position, so you're probably already dealing with it. But there's definitely some gossip coming up, or that you've been dealing with. If it hasn't started yet, or you haven't found out about it, you probably will around this time. But it's been going on behind the scenes, and so it's already been happening. But definitely some gossip and innuendo going on, and I feel like it looks like it has something to do with like a love relationship. So I don't know, like if, that people are gossiping about you and a person that you had a relationship with or something like that, but it definitely has something to do with a love relationship. So looking at where we are currently, we're in this Eight of Wands. So messages are coming in, and it could be, text, email, phone call, but messages are coming in for us. And it's about a heartbreak. So there's definitely been some sadness and heartbreak, and especially because this is current energy that I'm showing you right now, but we also have the Five of Cups here. So there's definitely a sense of loss, regret, heartbreak, guilt going on. So I feel like that atmosphere is weighing heavy on you. And it could, I suspect that this message might have been, you know, someone breaking up with you or the end of a relationship. But it looks like these messages, kind of push this to happen is what I'm trying to say. But definitely some heartbreak and sadness, loss and grief going on. And this is all current energy. So this is how they were laying down. So this is all happening right now. And it could very well be that gossip innuendo that I was talking about, gossip going on, people talking behind your back, it could have been uh maybe you find out something about somebody that you were in a relationship with through gossip or through, those kinds of means, or you hear something behind the scenes, like in that type of way. And, this message comes in that kind of verifies that what you heard was true, or maybe you hear something through gossip, and then it's like they come in and they break, things off with you or whatever, but the relationship ends. And there's definitely like, it's definitely heartbreak and sadness. But something happens like that that, brings this relationship to a close. But I'm really feeling like, okay, I'm hearing that you've heard things, through gossip, you know, um, things going around. It might have gotten back to you. And it's like you have a message that kind of verifies that what you heard was true. So maybe you're involved with somebody and you found out that they were involved with somebody else while they were dating you, and it was like a third party situation, and you find out that that is indeed true, and it ends the relationship and it puts you into this heavy atmosphere of sadness, loss, and regret. But I definitely feel like a heavy sense of sadness, like energetically, like very sad, very kind of melancholy. Just it's heavy, heavy, heavy energy. But things are gonna get better. So, and looking in the near future, you've got the Sun card. So the Sun card hasn't come in yet because this is in the near future, but it's coming. So if this is resonating with you and this is your reading and something like this just happened and you just had a breakup and things ended and you're in that kind of, in this type of energy, just hang in there because something's coming in. It's like things are going to shift and you're going to end up, and it could very well be that by this relationship ending, it's going to allow you to become, more independent and sovereign and put you in a better place. So I do feel like the ending of this relationship is definitely going to benefit you. It's going to put you in a much better place than where you were. So it sounds to me like this relationship needed to end. If, looking at your best interest, it needed to end because you've got the Sign card here in the near future. So this is what you're going towards. So it might feel really sad and heartbroken and all, that heavy energy right now, but this is just around the horizon. And I definitely feel like, it's coming in for you. And it is going to help you be in this sovereign, independent energy. So getting out of that situation is going to help push you down this better path. Now, see, what I'm hearing right now is I'm hearing that this relationship hasn't been good for a while, the one that just ended. And it could be that you ended the relationship. And I do feel like for some of you, it's like you found out that they betrayed you with another person or something like that. Or maybe they lied to you about something if it wasn't, a third party situation like that. Like they were lying to you about something financial, something that was a big deal. And you found out that they were lying about it. And you kind of decided, that's it, I'm over. So for some of you, they might have ended the relationship, but I think for a lot of you, you ended it. It was kind of like I'm hearing it was the final straw. And I feel like this information came in kind of fast and sudden. You see this Knight of Swords, he's running in here on that galloping horse with the sword. So I feel like this information came flying in pretty fast. And it's like you heard rumors or suspected there might have been some gossip behind the scenes about what was going on, but it's like you got confirmation that it was true. Like, this information came rushing in. And it could have been the Knight of Swords, could be somebody bringing this information to you. Someone coming in like a Knight of Swords quickly and fast, and they're giving you this information and letting you know what they found out. So that could be how you find out. But I'm hearing like it wasn't a good relationship. It was a toxic relationship and it wasn't a good environment for you. And it was no longer in alignment with you. So it's like I'm hearing the universe like stepped in and helped it to end. So I don't know exactly what that means, but that's what I'm hearing. It's like they helped push this to come to an end because you need to go into this energy. And that's where you're headed. You needed to get out of this situation so that you could grow and have the sun, and that you could be sovereign, independent, and be in this Nine of Pentacles energy. So even though you might be heartbroken right now and in grief, hang in there because things are going to get better. And it's like this relationship was meant to come to an end because it was like holding you back. It wasn't a good, especially if they're lying about, to you, if there's, stuff like that, betrayal and things going on. I mean, that's not a good environment to be in. And so it's like, I feel like intuitively you knew it wasn't a good, healthy relationship. And I feel like it's not the first time. Like, this is something you've been dealing with this person for a while, the dishonesty, not telling the truth, being sneaky, and it's like you find it's like this was the last straw. I keep hearing this is the last straw. And it was, it's time for you to like let this relationship go and move on to something much better, to much better energy. And it's like, I feel like you just had enough. Like, I feel this heavy energy because it's like there's sadness and grief because, you cared about this person. You might have been in a relationship with them for quite a long time. And so there's that sense of loss of what you thought you had with this person. But the truth is, you've never had what you thought you had. Like, in your mind, you thought you had a certain type of relationship with this person, but the truth is you didn't, because they weren't living up to the standard that you imagined in your mind, if that makes sense. So really, it was like your relationship with them was an illusion. And then it just, you finally got to the point where, this has happened numerous times before, or a couple times before, and you just got to the point where you were done. And you're like, I'm just done with this. So you might have been the one, and I'm feeling strongly that you were the one that ended it. It could have been the other way around where they ended it. But either way, it's like it was meant to come to an end. And so that you could move on to this better energy, to like, and it's like starting your life over is what I'm hearing. And it's going to all work out for you really well because you've got the Sun card. So it's like kind of like starting your life over after this relationship, but everything's going to work out for you. It's going to be like you're going to be in a much better place in the future under this energy than where you were in the relationship. Like, you're going to be way better off. And then I do feel like, yeah, they keep taking me back to this card. Like, I feel like yeah, definitely, like, they sent the universe, maybe they sent a person in with the information, but it's like, they orchestrated it. Like, your spirit team orchestrated it so for you to get that information so that you could get out of that environment. And so now you're going to be on a path to a much brighter future now that it's over. So just hang in there if this is resonating with you, because, I know, like, right now, because this is the current energy, you're feeling this way, and you're feeling these heavy energies and stuff, that heartbreak, that sadness, that grief. But so, but you got such good stuff coming. I mean, so just hang in there, because in the near future, this is coming in. And when I say near future, I'm not feeling it's going to be like years down the road. I feel like as 2026 goes on, things are going to get better. Like, if this relationship just ended now, middle of January, it's like, by summer, you're going to be in a better place, definitely by the end of the year. But it might take you the whole year to really kind of get into that better place. But it's like, it's going to happen, it's going to come in. But I definitely feel like you're going to be looking back on this by the end of the year of 26 and be like, yeah, you're going to see how much you've changed, how much you've grown, how much you're in a better place than where you were back at the middle of January when you got out of this relationship. So that's what I have for you all for the collective read. So it looks pretty intense. And I'm not really surprised because I've been seeing a lot of in the cards, relationships or circumstances ending, new things coming into our life, things that have to leave, that are no longer in alignment with us leaving. So that just kind of follows into line with that. And I feel like that's going to be happening for a lot of us on a personal level throughout the year of 2026. So that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.